Hi guys, the founder of the highly influential website Conservative Home, Tim Montgomerie, spoke to Times Radio about what Boris Johnson's resignation means for the Tory party. He also seems to believe that Brexit will split the party even within the Leave section of it. However, Tim said something here that makes no sense whatsoever. He claims Rishi Sunak never really believed in Brexit. What the hell? Have a listen to this.
You've talked about the personal enmity that now exists among different Tory factions. You were on the side of...
So shut up, Ed. We've had enough of your nonsense.
Brexit. You were on the side of Brexit. Do you think there is a new Brexit fault line developing weirdly within the Brexit wing of the Conservative Party? Boris in one wing, Rishi Sunak and his supporters in another.
I'm not sure Rishi Sunak was ever a big supporter of Brexit, really. I think,
What the hell? Rishi Sunak was never a real big supporter of Brexit. Rishi Sunak was the one campaigning. Really campaigning. Boris Johnson, yes, to a certain extent, was campaigning for Brexit. Liz Truss was a Remainer. And Boris Johnson wrote 2 articles or letters before the result came in. One in favour of staying in the EU and the other in favour of leaving. He was preparing for... He actually believed, I think, that the Leave side would lose, and he was preparing to say, "See, I'm really a pro-European after all." This is the depth of Boris Johnson's convictions. But Rishi Sunak believed in Brexit. He campaigned for Brexit, and he hasn't criticised Brexit in any way. What you're starting to see in the Conservative Party is not a split between Remainers or Rejoiners and Brexiteers. You're seeing a 3-way split where you have, people who understand that Britain's place is in the European Union and want to rejoin. Then you have the Brexiteers, and they're split between Rishi Sunak, who's beginning to understand the problems of Brexit, but still believes Brexit was a good idea. And then you have the headbangers, like Boris Johnson's brigade. Not so much Boris Johnson himself, but the people who support Boris Johnson and believe that Brexit was betrayed by Rishi Sunak. So it's their opinion that Rishi Sunak was never really a Brexiteer, but he was, and he is.
Rishi is a pragmatic person, and I think temperamentally people like Jacob Rees-Mogg, Priti Patel, Nadine Dorries, Boris Johnson, they like a bit more, jazz and vision in their politics.
So the way going forward for the Conservative Party is more jazz and vision, more razzmatazz, a bit more of a clown. That's what they want. Well, there's been a clown in charge, and it was a disaster.
I think temperamentally that is the problem, really, and that is lots of people in the Tory party, they came into politics because of the vision of Margaret Thatcher, and they want that from leaders, and I don't think you'll get that from Rishi Sunak, Brexit or no Brexit.
So the problem here is Rishi Sunak, and I think this is going to be used as a tool against Sunak before the election and after. So the Conservatives are likely to lose the next general election, and I can already predict the blame game will be, well, he didn't believe in Brexit. He didn't take advantage of the opportunities of Brexit. And if we had had Boris Johnson in charge, we would have won the election, or we would be at least taking advantage of the benefits of Brexit before we were kicked out. So I think Brexit is not going to be the defining issue, of course, at the general election, but it could be a very important topic of discussion for the Conservatives after they lose. And I think you're going to have Brexiteers, the hardliners, who are going to be blaming Rishi Sunak for not believing enough in Brexit and not taking advantage. And that's why the Conservatives have failed. Not because of their policies when it comes to the cost of living, taxation, healthcare, education, everything else. No, it will be, well, we failed because we didn't believe in Brexit enough. And Boris did, and he should have been in charge. Let me know in the comment section, guys, what you think. As always, your comments are greatly appreciated. Thanks a lot.